Cooking in the rain.
Cooking in rain.
Double up
there.
See you later.
Been up here glassing for a couple hours. Well, quite a few hours. He just peeked over and there's a buck bedded right here.
I'm excited. This is the most I've practiced with my bow, I think.
Really?
Yeah. But I've always
too,
I
this
usually
year,
always shot once a week, and I'd shoot like 6 or 7 groups.
Gotcha.
Whereas this year I shot 3 to 4 days a week, and what I'd do is I'd walk out 50 yards and shoot 3 cold ones. And if I shot a tight enough group, I was good. But if not, I'd move up a little bit and shoot.
I like old mature deer.
He's a big buck.
Did you see that 3-point? Like I'd lay the hammer down on that thing too.
The one this morning?
Yeah. He's just tall, funky.
Yeah.
He's never gonna amount to much.
I'm fine with it. I'm not looking for a score as much as a heavy, mature buck.
That's me.
Like, I'm not looking for a monster. I'm looking for something that's mature.
Said it.
So we drove up in. It's a pretty rough road up. So when we got up to the top, me and Raiden shot our bows, double checked our zeros were still good. We're about a little over a mile in. Got a little bit left to go to get our camp spot. Riley was up here. We've scouted this area this summer, mostly Raiden and Riley, but Riley was here last night and he spotted 5 shooter bucks, he said, so it's pretty exciting. Get up here. We're gonna glass tonight, opening days tomorrow. We're gonna put together a plan, see if we can kill something first thing. That hill is not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. It's time to go eat a snack and glass for deer.
It's Pain Hill, wherever you find deer.
Cardiac Hill. Or as Raiden just said, if you aren't gaining 1,000 feet of elevation in the last half mile for early season deer, you're in the wrong spot.
I always see deer in the morning, they filter up this.
This is probably illegal, but it's a little trick of mine. Mixing kuyu and sitka.
Oh, you're not gonna bug me. I'm the last person gonna be bugged by that.
Look at that, I'm a kuyu guy. So we glassed up over here. It's starting to, the wind's picking up, and there's probably gonna be some rain that moves in tonight. And so we were going to come back because from camp there's a few spots we can glass. We wanted to see if there was any bucks moving in there. And then in the morning, I've got a spot I've watched 1 or 2 times down over here where sometimes the deer come through. It's like this funnel up between some rocks. And so we're going to go in the morning. The plan is to go sit on the funnel and see if there's one buck in there who's not too bad. So I'd be happy with him. So if he comes through, it's going to be an opening morning kill, but if not, you know, we'll be back at it. There's a lot of deer in here, so it's exciting. Yeah, so tonight we're having some freeze-dried dinners. Chicken coconut curry for Kobe and cheesy chicken broccoli for me. Then I've got something special too. I've got a tradition. I always bring up a deer or whatever. If I'm hunting deer or elk, I always bring up some back straps from the year before for good luck. So I packed in a packet of some back straps, and we're gonna have to cook that up here after these are done. We're roasting some deer backstrap from last year from a deer I killed. It's we're about to get rained on, I think. We've been getting a lot of lightning, a lot of thunder, a lot of rain, so we figured we better get this deer cooked up. It's for good luck. That deer is really good. It's, I think, because of how we don't have a big fire, so the coals aren't making it burn. So it's getting like a perfect smokiness. Super tender. That's good deer.
Hello, boys.
Hello.
Making fire?
Yeah, we've been cooking deer meat. You guys want some?
Sure.
There's a backstrap left for you two to split.
Do you have anything pop out?
What does
It's
that guy
real-
have to say?
It's usually
He's
slow.
from Boston. He's
No
never hunted
shit.
out west. This is his first big game hunt out west.
That guy down below?
Yeah.
Nice.
First
Dude,
time he's
that
ever
one
put
hit
in.
that mountain right there.
Really?
Using salami? Yeah. High shoes? Yeah. I'm cooking in the rain. This is a great time.
Oh, there's still another backstrap in
Yeah,
here.
there's another piece.
I got a great view. Sitting in a little rain. Nothing too crazy.
Okay, so we wanted to get in nice early to this pinch point, to the funnel. We're about 600 yards from it right now. So we're just gonna move in real slow. Hopefully we don't bump any deer out on the way in. Our wind's good, so we're gonna make the move in there and sit and see if they come up towards us. So they usually suck along his face. And then with his summer when they were coming up, there's a little bit of green here where it's not super rocky. They either came up right where we're standing or just up above it. Usually came up right as the sun hit, so I think we want to sit right there. Well, we've been sitting in here all morning since sunrise. We got a little bit of rain. We've been waiting for him to come up our funnel here, which is just phenomenal if they would have come up. We hit some does at about 50, 60 yards. About 4 or 5 of them earlier, and then over on a far hillside up in the cliffs here, we saw another 5 deer. One of them looked like a little tiny buck, but they're in a tough spot and it wasn't big enough to chase. So, just been waiting it out. We're kind of getting to where we're giving up hope on them coming through. Probably gonna head back to camp here in a minute and eat some breakfast and make a new plan for tonight. Kobe, the cameraman here, he just peeked over and there's a buck bedded right here. He's like really close. We want to just get a peek at him and see what he looks like. It's just little dew point. Man. He was a little bit bigger. So we just let that little 2-point, he just got up and we watched him walk off. Just let him go. He wasn't big enough, obviously. And we've been sitting here for a couple hours now. And we've been just running the binoculars, bunch of does, a couple little forkies. And I spotted a buck way out there that needed the spotting. We busted it out and he's a stud. He's our target buck now. We're going to be going after him tomorrow. I think because we've never seen him before, we don't know what he does. Probably might have got pushed from somewhere else because there's some other hunters in the area. So we're going to come glass from here, see where he beds, and then make a move according to that tomorrow. Back in the morning. Get eyes on that big one again. So we got up this morning just before sunrise, or before light actually, and got set up on our glassing spot trying to find that big one. He didn't turn up, none of the bucks did actually, which I got a text from the other guys. They said they didn't have any bucks turn up either. So I don't know, I wonder if they're just feeling pressured. We saw a lot of hunters this morning. I think we saw 6 other guys, all just kind of scattered through the bottom here. I'm wondering if that pushed them out, so we're kind of gonna just eat some breakfast, hang out here for a bit, and come up with a game plan for tonight. Welcome to my domain.
In here, we have Oreos, cookies, ramen,
Got a whole stash.
toothpaste, socks, and a sleeping area. 5-star hotel. Almost.
You guys made it.
Not yet.
Yeah, the hard part's just about
I know. That's typical raiding hike. Just a nut buster the last bit.
Like, it's like, oh, this isn't bad, and then straight up.
That's what he keeps baiting me in.
So we came down from camp. We were filling up with water. We've got a little stream right here. We're about a half mile from here, maybe a little bit more, just up the steep hill. It's our closest water, so we had to come fill up. So our game plan tonight is I'm going after the big buck, basically set up where he was at last night. And Kobe and Raiden are going to sit up top, and kind of we've got a game plan with a game bag of direction he's moving or if he shows up, and we're just going to try and make something happen here. But if he doesn't show up, we'll just pull out, make sure not to spook anything, and come back tomorrow morning.
Alright, so we've been up here glassing for a couple hours. Well, quite a few hours. And we've turned up like 15 does or so. Haven't spotted a buck. The plan was to watch Josh go in, and he was going in where those nice deer went out yesterday. But he unfortunately had a hunter walk straight through the little meadow that he's sitting over. where we saw those bucks. So a little dose of public hunting for us all weekend. But now we just finished eating dinner, and we're probably just gonna pack up and see. We'll wait here till dark, but we'll pack up and see what we can find in the morning.
Did you guys not film that buck?
I never saw him.
He was 22 yards from me. It was just a little guy. I let him walk. You guys didn't see it?
I saw a shit ton of doe.
He walked right up on me. Thought he was gonna run me over. Because I was like sitting there. I was about to get ready to go. And all of a sudden I hear something. So I grab my bow and he pops up about 45 yards from me. And him and this doe, they see me when I was moving, and I just held still. And then when I saw, because I saw antlers in front, so I thought it was that 3-point. I was like, they're here. Like, you know, I was getting ready. I thought the big one was gonna walk out. But it was just a doe and a little 2-point, about like the one yesterday. And yeah, he walked right up to me, and I just watched him. Then they got downwind of me and busted out. Well, half busted. They ran like 50 yards, stopped, then went up the hill the rest of the way. But it was worth it. That was fun. Next time I drop down, though, I'm taking camp with me. That's a haul.
That's a push.
I know, but it was worth it. That was fun.
Did you see that dude just bust straight through the middle?
Yeah,
Where the hell did he go?
I stepped up and I went like, and whistled at him, and I was like,
He looked back and then just kind of looked like he kept just trudging.
So this morning we got up, we came in, and Raiden went after a buck, a decent 3-point actually, and he got into like 100-ish yards, but wasn't able to. He went right when he should have gone left. And then we spotted about 8 or 9 bucks this morning, all of them pretty small, and we just bedded a 2x3 over here. He's not a very big buck, but he's in a pretty killable spot, so I'm gonna go stalk him and see what happens.
Hey, let that arrow fly, baby.
Hey Josh, don't cave to peer pressure.
Hey, so I met Josh on Friday. I'm from Boston, out here on my first Western archery hunt, first mule deer hunt. And he was cool enough to drop down to where I'm camped and just chat for a minute and let me know that, you know, I'm in a decent spot and what to kind of run down the playbook. So that was super cool. I think we texted on Saturday maybe. And then this morning I'd finished glassing and having some coffee, and he pops up, says, hey, let's go kill a buck. And, you know, I was just like flustered. I think I asked him 4 or 5 times, seriously? And so he finally convinced me he was serious, and we went, stocked up, worked up the gully, I think on the east side of where the bucks were bedded down, and then came in just above them and crept down. And I think we were probably 30 yards when there were a few of them in there, and one of them stood up, and Josh said draw, and I thought he said drop, so I went down on a knee, and then he's like, get up, shoot it. And so quick whistle, stopped right there about 45 yards, and drew back, let go, and I think right as I was letting go, it moved on, and I missed it clean, a couple inches behind its back legs. But it was awesome, my first stalk ever. So to get that close, to get to where I saw one, to get a shot off, I mean, and a clean miss if I'm gonna miss, so couldn't have gone better other than putting it down. But awesome day, super cool guy Josh is. Really appreciate just helping a random dude from Boston out. Made my hunt.
So, quick update. We got in there. If you can't see, got one. It was a picture perfect stalk. Me and Raiden moved in. Wind was perfect the whole way. We dropped down. They were bedded in a cliff. Dropped over, and there was a really nice buck, and Raiden had a shot. Little bit of misdialing. He ranged the rock behind it and ended up shooting over the deer. I looked over the buck that I got. He was 22 yards, and I was like, I've got to take this shot, and shot him, smoked him. I'm happy with him. I think he's a great first archery buck, and can't complain. It's been a good day.